What's good, YouTube? It's your boy X bringing you another excellent commentary. And the next game is about to get underway. We got UNLV. We up in Vegas living it up. Nah, we got a football game. We got business to take care of, fellas. So let's get this done. I was speaking to the coach. After last week's loss to Air Force, I had to voice my opinion. I just had to let him know that I need some more touches. Nah, but that's not the case. Although that would be a cool feature for EA to put that into the game, where you can make it more interactive, more college life like, for a student athlete. But definitely will need more touches in this offense to win games. And I don't know if you viewed the video of the Air Force game, but it was a close game throughout, and we ended up finding a way to lose that game in the end. I thought, in my opinion, we should have blown that team out the water, or not blown them out the water, but when we should have won it decisively. But moving on to this UNLV game, excuse me. Look at this beautiful run right here. Just beautiful. Look at just breaking tackles, putting guys on their pockets. You put them on what? They pockets, son. Look at that. Should have heard it right there, making it look even more pretty. All you see is number 5 and a blur. But we all know UNLV is not very good in football. Basketball team, or basketball wise, that's another story. UNLV, they have a nice little solid program basketball wise. Football, I can't say the same thing. And in this game, that showed. As you can see, we're up 7-0, and I believe I accounted for all of our touchdowns scored in this game. Even though I look terrible in my pass protection right there, but I think I accounted for all of our team's touchdowns. So we scored 5 touchdowns. That equals to 35 points, or with the extra point, it equals to 35 points. And don't knock me for pausing right there. I know 7 times 5 is. But I was trying to calculate the touchdown without the extra points and with the extra point added, so. But, anyway. And in this game, I was looking like a All-American. Straight up All-American. But I won't say All-American. I'll just say I was looking like a freshman All-American. Like, look at these runs I'm picking up. Averaging I think double digits in yards per carry this game. Getting the ball in the flats on screen plays, taking it to the house as you witness. That was successful plenty of times. Running to the left, running to the right, strong side, weak side, ISOs, all of it was working. It had it going for me this game, and I really like how I was really involved in this game, and we could use this as a marker to see where we were, because the next game will be against TCU, a big Mountain West showdown. I think TCU is ranked 3rd, and we're unranked at the moment, looking to get back into the top 25, and I know we'll get back into the top 25 if we beat TCU. I'm gonna practice hard, work hard, take those guys down, and that should be a good game. And the reason why I'm speaking on TCU is because this game really didn't bring much excitement, or I should say competition, because we put them away, and we put them away easily. I mean, that's just indicative of what I'm talking about, that replay right there, like their defensive man had, I don't know what he was doing. He could at least throw his hand out there and try to, grab me by the horse collar or something, or by the collar. These plays, just look at these replays. They're just very indicative of how this game went. Excuse me. But getting back to TCU, it's gonna be the first meeting between the two teams in the Mountain West Conference, and the last meeting between the two. As we all know, in reality, TCU was supposed to be heading to the Big East to play next year, but in recent days they have decided to join the Big 12 conference, and I think that's a better decision on their part. It makes more sense geographically, with most of the Big 12 teams being centered in the Midwestern states, and so it calls for them to be, in their recruiting grounds in Texas and Oklahoma and whatever states they recruit. So I just think it makes more sense for them to join the Big 12. I was wondering when the Big 12 would send them an invite. I guess it really came down to when they were in dire straits and were looking to go into next season with only 9 teams, because they would have lost actually 8 teams. They would have lost Missouri and Texas A&M if Missouri decided to bounce from the conference. But back to TCU and Boise State. For the last couple of years, this has been a nice little rivalry going on between the two non-BCS schools. That BCS game a couple of years ago between the two, that was exciting for a fan of college football to watch, because you could see these two lower division level schools play on a big stage and play against each other to battle it out to see who's the top-notch non-automatic qualifying school. And Boise State ended up winning that game, and in years to follow they scheduled to play each other to kind of in a way battle for that crown. So I think that's kind of cool. Me personally, I always like to see one of these guys knock off one of the bigger name conferences and the schools, because it just brings a level of excitement. That's why I love college football, and I take that over the NFL any day. But the game's wrapping up. As you can see, the play of the game here, I think I went untouched on that play. Just took it to the house, and came out, ran hard, ran effective as always, looking like a freshman All-American, pushing to make that team. Next game is a big one against TCU. I think it will be on the Smurf turf. We're looking to take it, move back into the top 25. So